Hey you guys, happy Monday. I wanted to come in here and just give you guys some love, some encouragement. Hopefully some of you guys saw my post today. Being incredibly real with you guys. And I do, if you've been with me long enough, you know that I do pride myself on being able to be consistent and be disciplined and like overcome times when life changes and I can let things happen for a day or two. But the truth is, this quarantine has like rocked me. It has been so hard, emotionally, mentally, physically. Like there are some days where I'm just done. And Friday I had like every intention of coming live in here and giving you guys tips for a good healthy Easter and way to stay on track and things to stay connected on and in your mind and just a way. Like I feel like I barely made it through the day. The thing that I was holding on to is that we had Good Friday service Friday night. So I knew that like 7 o'clock we had Good Friday service. We were going to church and worship and then get the kids to bed. And like that's what I was hanging on to. I didn't get any work done. I didn't work. I didn't do anything. I just needed to be with the kids. I needed to just let the day ride. And even that was like taking all of the mental energy that I had. So I wanted to come in here and just let you know that I'm human. I have those times too. I try really hard to be positive and organized and scheduled and routine and present that and present solutions and how to overcome obstacles. But there are some days, you guys, where the obstacle just feels so hard. And the obstacle is the lack of energy, the lack of desire, the lack of want, the lack of energy, and just the need for no routine, the need to just be, the need to break the monotony of the day. And that's what I needed on Friday. And today it was like the complete opposite. I like couldn't wait to get in here, get in my office and work. And here it is 4:30 and I'm just starting to get that done. And who knows how much time I have. But I wanted to make sure that you guys were one of the first people that I came and gave the energy that I do have to, because you guys are my ride or dies. You guys, most of you in this group have been with me for so long and you have supported my business. And so I wanted to come in here and just share some love with you and be real and let you know that if you're going through this quarantine and your life has been flipped upside down, and for me, it was more so like, okay, just get through XYZ. Like it's 2 weeks. All right, this is going to be the new normal for 2 weeks. Have the cocktails, have the dessert, eat this, have that, da da da. Change this routine, change that routine, just let this fly. And then all of a sudden, 4 weeks goes by and 5 weeks goes by. And now it's like, okay, this is the new normal. There is nothing that's changing. The kids will start e-learning on Wednesday, but we are home. And we are home in our house without being able to go anywhere or see friends or have any of that normal back in our life until at the earliest, April 30 in Michigan. And I would be shocked if it's lifted then. And so maybe like me, when you started this whole quarantine thing, you were like, all right, you know what? Now is not the time to be incredibly strict. Now is not the time to eliminate XYZ. Now is not the time to do a new program. And that was my mentality. And that's why I kept pushing 10 rounds. Because I was like, by April 20th, life will be somewhat back to normal. The kids will be in school and, whatever. And it's not. So I'm like, okay, I just need to start. Like, I just need to start because life isn't going back to normal. And even when it goes back to normal and things are open, I still have 4 kids at home. So my life really doesn't change much other than like they're home. So even when the social distancing goes back into place, it doesn't matter. They're home. Your kids are home. This is your new normal. Okay. So you have to draw a line in the sand and say, all right, I'm done. I have to be done. I have to figure out a way to make my healthy lifestyle work for the situation that I have. So for my situation, it's 4 kids home all day long. It's 2 kids that may or may not sleep through the night. It's 2 kids who are up in between 6 and 6:30 at the latest. It's a husband who's working from home and he's able to help out in the morning. Unless he has a meeting, like his first call probably won't be till 9 a.m. So I have him until 9. So I have the opportunity to wake up, do my new timed nutrition plan. If you're wondering about timed nutrition, check out 8-a-day obsession. You'll see that timed nutrition. If you have Ultimate Portion Fix, go under time nutrition there and you can learn all about it. But I have until 9. So I'm like, that's when I have to do my nutrition. That's when I have to get my workout in. I'll get a few posts up, check into my challenge groups if I can, and do a few things off my work checklist. And then at 9 o'clock, I know that my partner's gone. He's working, and he's working until the day, whenever his day is done. Okay? So look at your new normal. Look at this new situation, and where are the blocks of time that you can meal prep? Where are the blocks of time that you can get your workout in? It might not be the same as it was when you worked your full-time job, or you only had the toddlers home and nap time could be your workout time. But now, maybe like me, you have older kids home, and now when Lincoln goes down, that's when I help the kids with their schoolwork, because I can give them 100% focus without worrying what he's getting into. And that used to be, when Lincoln went down, was my work time. So now I have to adjust that. So it's just this domino effect, and when you adjust one thing, you probably have to adjust other things. So what helped me was kind of writing out my to-do list, what I needed to get done in my day every day, and what I feel good about doing, and making sure that my workout and posting on social media in the morning is first and foremost. And then my devotions and gratitude, that's being worked in with the kids. My reading, that's getting worked into the kids. So sitting down and thinking about how your schedule versus your kid's schedule and how you can mesh them to be well. I put on my kids' workout, or on their to-do list, they have to do a 20-minute workout. So I know that if for some reason I don't get that workout done in the morning, I have a block of time later in the afternoon when they should be working out too, that I should be able to get my workout in, and that can be my plan B time. So I know this is so hard. I know that there's so much going on and so much change, but we do have control over our workouts. We do have control over our nutrition. And I have to, and maybe you do too, I have to stop, like, it wasn't necessarily like a dependency on the alcohol. Like, I can make it through the day, but it was just like, okay, 4 o'clock, I need, like, well, I'm just going to have one. All right. Like, every day was a Friday. Every day was a Saturday, right? It kind of turned into that mentality because the day just always felt like that. So I had to draw a line in the sand and be like, no, not every day is Friday. No, you don't need this every day. Or maybe it was like Doritos here or pizza here, or, oh, we'll just, do this for dinner, leftovers, like, and kind of be stuck in that meal plan and not really pay attention to what I was eating. And all those little things start to, sneak up on you. All those little extras are what snuck up on me to get me 7 pounds above where I'm comfortable. So write down everything that you're eating. Write down all the situations that you're coming into contact with that are throwing you for a loop, that are putting you a little bit out of whack or making you feel a little bit off. I know for me that it's lack of water and lack of veggies, and just extra things that I was snacking. If you saw my post on lunch on my personal page, food's been pretty decent, but it was like, Lincoln was eating protein noodles, so I'd have a couple bites of the protein noodles. I was making the snack tray, so I'd have 4 or 5 Ritz crackers and 2 or 3 pieces of sausage and the strawberries and the raspberries, and I'll have a handful of Cheerios, or I'll have a couple pretzels, and then I'd sit down and still have my full meal, and then the kids would have a shake and we'd have another snack. So it was like, oh, I'll have this, I'll have that. And it just turned into like, and then at night it was like, okay, we'll have, 2 or 3 cocktails, or maybe 2 cocktails. And then it snowballed. And all of a sudden, all those little decisions throw into one thing. And your body, the way it looks, is not lying about what you're doing. And so maybe the scale hasn't moved a ton, but I promise you, take a picture and compare it to maybe where you were 2 months ago and see how you're faring. See where you are. But we have the ability right now to do the best that we can with our health and nutrition, right? So a couple things that are working for me. I'm committing to a new program. I'm super excited to do 10 rounds. So you don't have to do 10 rounds if that's not up your alley, but maybe do a program that you've never done before. Maybe an hour-long one that you've never had time for. Like, when this gets done, I'm kind of debating doing 80-day obsession, because I was like, I don't have time for an hour workout in the morning. Like, I have to get the kids on the bus at 8:10. I don't have that anymore. So I have that flexibility to look at Matt and say, hey, I'm gonna try this workout. It's more of an hour. Are you good with that? Right? So try a new program that you've never done before to kind of get you re-excited about your at-home workouts, especially if you've been doing this a while. Go back in there. Maybe it's Turbo Jam or Chalene Extreme or Insanity or Max 30. It doesn't have to be one of our new ones, but an older one. Try that. A new program. commit to making a dinner meal plan. Maybe breakfast, snacks, and lunch are kind of leftovers or Mod Podge or whatever you feel in the day. If that's the way you can fly, I don't fly that way. I eat the same thing, and then we change dinner. So commit to scheduling dinner, okay? Because then if you have like ham and cheese and sandwiches and salads and stuff for that, you can figure out lunch, you can figure out breakfast, but dinner is when we tend to be like, I'm tired, I don't know what to do. You stand at the fridge and you're like, what do I do? So for me, planning dinner just helps me know, like tonight we're having leftovers. So tonight is whatever's in the fridge. Tomorrow and Wednesday, barbecue, bacon, cheese, burger, meatloaf, or whatever you want to call it, with some potatoes and veggies as a side. Thursday and Friday are ground turkey, rice, and veggie bowls. Saturday, I want to do takeout. I don't want to cook. Sunday, we're doing a baked ziti or spaghetti, whatever the kids would choose. So I know for the week what dinner is, and I know that it's going to allow me to stay on track. And then committing to one habit that you've fallen into. Maybe it's cutting back on your cocktails and saying no cocktails for a week. Maybe it's going back to being dinner and done, and eating dinner at 6 or 7 and not having anything else to eat until you wake up the next morning. Maybe it's no snacks. Maybe it's a certain food that you've been having that maybe isn't the best. I know some of my girlfriends and coaches on the team love like salty snacks. That's really not my thing. I would much prefer the jelly beans. But maybe it's telling yourself no snacks like that. No snacks like chips, crackers, cookies, pretzels, those types of things. Maybe it's going back to no dairy if you've allowed dairy back into your diet. Maybe it's being a little bit more strict on that and saying, okay, no more dairy. Maybe pop has come back in for some caffeine. Say no more pop. So pick one habit that you've kind of seen sneak into your life again and say, not that, okay? So picking a new workout regimen, scheduling your dinners, making sure dinner's planned, picking one habit that's kind of creep back into your life and saying no to that. So for me, it's been cocktails, like no cocktails. I'm going to go 7 days, no cocktails. Hopefully I can do it. And now that I said it out loud, I kind of have to because I was kind of waiting to see how I felt. But if anything, it'll be Friday or Saturday night, just one glass of wine with Matt. Okay. And then the other thing is your water. Okay. Water. I've been really diligent. This is number 5 today, so I'm trying to like flush everything out. My goal is to get 6, so this one and one more before 7. So water, make sure you're hitting your watering goal and drinking it throughout the day. What happens is we get really, really good until like 2 or 3, and then it's kind of when we teeter off. So make sure that you're drinking between that 2 to 7 o'clock mark, getting some water in, because you'll wake up and you won't feel as dehydrated. And then make sure you have veggies at every meal, from like lunch, snack, and dinner. We have to go to the grocery store, but I will be putting some asparagus into my mid-morning breakfast for an extra dose of vegetables, and asparagus is always one that really kind of helps detox my body too. So that getting more vegetables in through the day. So choose a new fun workout, plan your dinners and stick to it, pick one habit that snuck back into your life and cut it back out. Make sure you're getting your water goal, and make sure you're getting more vegetables in, because those really just help detoxify your body and they help you stay full longer. So do your best with these 5 tips. Do your best. Focus on these 5 things, and I feel like we can all kind of get back into this focus of nutrition and take back control of what we know how to control. Use your Energize, use your Shakeology. I might even go back to Shakeology for breakfast or lunch, just to keep it super simple and easy and get that craving in the morning, like hit those cravings and digestion in the morning. So make sure you're getting that in. If it's something that you've been putting off to try, it might be a great week to try it out and see if it helps you as you're at home, that you don't have to snack. And I know that right now it might feel weird spending $130 on it, but it's one more snack that you don't have to buy, and a meal that can replace another meal and keep you full and satisfied, and so much goodness in it. So if you have specific questions for me, tag it below, comment below. If you watch this in a little bit, hashtag replay, so that I can just come and let you see who's watching. I see Nicole and Amy and Jacqueline and Lori and Brandy and Delana and Marie and Tanya and Lindsay and Brittany all on here at some point. So hopefully something that you listened, heard, stuck out to you on here. And I will see you guys. I see Katie and Val on here as well. So hopefully I will see you guys in a little while. I'll try and come live a little bit later and just touch base with you guys and where you're at. So happy Monday. Let's make it a great week. Let's take back control of our nutrition and go back to those basics that we know work so well. All right, bye guys.